Ah! What do I say? Hi! Good morning! Welcome to the channel which we have no idea what we're going to call! Good afternoon. Hi, I'm Chris.
Go on, Mike. Loosen him up.
Chris is shit. Basically, he can't get anything together. This is his video. He spent far too long rebuilding his Polo, and I'll let him talk
Still
about
doesn't
it.
work.
He's alright.
Oh, made me wet.
Hey, Maps.
Right.
Tell me, Chris. Tell me about this car of yours.
Good morning, I'm Chris, by the way, in case we hadn't figured out. And we're going to go do some car shit. That's sort of what we're going to do. So yeah, I bought this car a long time ago, too long ago. It's 602 Polo GTi. I bought it for 400 quid off a friend. And I previously knew the car when it was owned by the owner before him. So basically, yeah, I've known everyone for a while, and it's been absolutely ragged to its life. So I drove it for a while. Had it on it was on the sort of coilovers it came on. They were really bad when I got to them because one of the rear springs had cracked, got broken, and so every time it got over bleep 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 speed, it started feeling very wobbly. And yeah, basically I just had it on load on the coilovers, on the wheels, and I had numerous different exhausts on it, to the point where at the end we just glued a straight pipe to the back box, and that was sort of it. I just maintained it.
So why is this car special? Because it just looks like a bog standard, old ass, tired ass.
That is basically what it is.
Polo GTi.
That is basically what it is. So yeah, I spent a while rebuilding it. Now it's basically, it started burning oil at the rate of a sort of litre every 500 miles. Yeah, about a litre every 500 miles.
Like a standard diesel.
Yeah, it's not great. So I thought, fuck it, let's rebuild it. So yeah, it's been fully rebuilt now. It's done about 120 miles, and we still have some problems, but we're getting over those at the moment. So yeah.
What have you done to it?
Yeah, so what it is it's the standard engine, but it's got lightened and balanced conrods, which I did myself. It's got polished. I polished the pistons up, make sure those are in good condition. It's got high lift Piper cams. It has a bought-in exhaust manifold, because you've got two options with these things. Either you spend 180 quid for the manifold that I've got here, which is a bit shit, but it's better than the stock one, or you spend £800 on the Cam Racing one, and it's lovely, but it's also 800 quid on a car that cost me £400. We'll get to that sort of spending later. So yeah, and it's got a different intake, which I will try and remember the name of the intake guy, because it's actually really good quality thing. So other than that, oh, and I've ported the heads as well, and polished the exhausts, and so it's got a slightly better. And it also, the standard bit that actually needed doing, which was the valve. It cracked a valve, and it absolutely ruined a valve. I think hopefully Abraham's going to cut to a photo now of that valve and how ruined it was. Yeah. So other than that, I've then just cleaned everything, tidied everything up. Block's been painted, the valve cover's been painted. I tried doing some stuff with the inlet manifold, it wasn't great. But yeah, basically everything I've taken off here has been taken off, repainted, redone. Sort of, I wouldn't say to the best of my ability, but to a good standard.
From the ground up.
Yeah, there's still lots to do. Like there's still loads of things which bug me. But at the moment and it sounds and revs up really lovely. Stock gearbox at the moment, the gearbox needs a rebuild. These things are known for eating through gearboxes. So we've got a couple of spares, haven't we, Mike?
No, I've broken them all.
Sorry, he's broken all of the spare boxes we had
a lot of spares.
We had a lot of spare boxes. So we got to buy some.
1 litre box or a 1.4. I've got two 1.4s actually, and 1.6 GTI box, but it shat itself. So.
Yes. So basically, we need to buy some more gearboxes, so we can rebuild. I want to rebuild one properly to do all the some upgrades to make it not shit itself. And also, it'd be nice to put an LSD in it, but that comes a much later date. But the trouble was, I started doing this, and I thought, that's really, yeah, I've got to do that, that's nice. And I looked at the subframe, I thought, oh, the subframe probably needs a bit of work, because it rusted, you know, basically it had been run so low, I'd scraped through it. So I took the subframe off, and then I was like, oh, well, I need to get new coilovers, because I've broken the spring in the back. So I got new coilovers, so what's it got on it?
Polybush, everything.
No, the coilover brand.
Oh, AP.
APs. It's got APs on it. I should know this. And then I've got G60 front discs, standard calipers, a spacer so you can put the standard calipers on G60 bigger discs at the front. Then it's at the rear, it's just got everything refreshed. Then I saw a set of Black Series, you know, race spec polybushes at the rear. They were like 70% off. I thought, they look really cool. Not really probably the best thing to put on it, but oh well. And then, yeah, it sort of descended into madness from there, because I then ended up taking the rear axle off, putting new bushes on there, repainting the whole rear axle. Everything's been taken off basically at that point. It was just a shell sort of sitting in the air. Yeah.
So it started off as a simple project, just rebuild the engine.
What I could have done was I could have just taken the cylinder head off with the engine in there, replaced the valve, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and been running and
But
driving.
instead it went on a long, depressing
really
journey.
Yes, it did.
Over many years.
Yeah, this ended up into 4 years. But I have some excuses for that. Oh god, there was the repainting the wheel, redoing the wheels. So the wheels have all been redone. Obviously they're not very clean at the moment, could have been test driving it. We got Yokohama 8008 RS's on it. Tyre wise 195, 50, 15s. So it's a stock GTi wheel, but they're quite notorious for having paint flake and all that sort of stuff. So I sort of thought, well, they look quite good. They're on the 20mm spaced out at the moment. So we thought, let's go and respray some wheels. Let's learn how to do wheels. Yeah, I did these, and Mike did the ones on the Golf over there.
6 months later.
It took a while.
We'll put some photos of the setup.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
It's fucking ghetto as shit.
Yeah.
That paint booth.
The ghetto paint booth, which I think we got over there. We did it in the middle of winter over the Christmas break, and yeah,
first time either of us have used a paint gun.
Yeah, and it came out okay. I mean, yours look quite good. These are pretty good when I bothered doing a good prep to them. So yeah, and then the thing now is obviously get it running completely right. There's just some odds and sods. It needs probably raising up because we just had all three of us in it, and it scrapes like a scrapey thing.
Yeah, but I'm chunky, so
yeah, your fat ass was weighing down the car. And then I've got some bodywork bits I want to do. Obviously, there's paint flaking off,
and once it's all ready, we can take it to the scrapyard and get it crushed.
Yeah. No, please don't. And hopefully, once it's all ready, I'll actually take it out and we'll go driving. I mean, I can. It used to be quite good fun. The plan as well is to get. So at the moment, it's still got the standard GTi seats and steering wheel in it. It's going to get a Recaro pole position. So it looks pretty crap in there at the moment. Probably a bit dark now. But yeah, I'm going to get so replace the driver's seat with Recaro pole position. Take that off and put an OMP wheel on it.
Oh, the one from China.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for like 20 quid.
Yeah. Well, you seen the one on the Micro?
It's actually got one.
Oh, the Micro one's got no OMP. Oh, and then we had the recent thing, which was you can only see a very little bit of it, but we fabricated. So I got a TIG about halfway through this project. I got a TIG. We used it, so we've welded up a whole new exhaust system. So it's full stainless steel 2-inch system with a 3-inch tip, and I've learnt how to weld. So the original ones, some of them were a bit crap and some of them are pretty good. And so Mike's doing a similar job on the Cupra up there, doing a 3-inch system on that.
2.5.
2.5. Oh, it's 2.5. Oh, rubbish. 2.5-inch system on it.
Peasant.
Yeah, peasant. You mere peasant with your 2.5 inches.
The car I sold it off only had 2.5 inch.
So yeah. But yeah, that's sort of it. I mean, it's stiff as anything now. The only movement we've got in it is in the tyres. So yeah, it's pretty damn stiff, which is how we like it. But yeah, it's good fun, and hopefully it'll run well.